Yes, my people, just a couple of hours remaining before we find out some answers to a lot of questions we've been asking ourselves. Is this going to be the final game that we are playing in this edition of the World Cup, or do we get to live to fight another day? Is Hugo Broos going to be the first manager ever in our national team to take us through to the knockout phases? Who is actually going to start? What's the best approach to win this game? Because we need all 3 points, maximum points. And that will almost guarantee that we finish second, which means we go through automatically, or we finish as the best third place. So I've come up with my starting 11s, 2 in particular, right, that I think Hugo Broos should deploy if he wants to give us the best chance to win this game. You'll tell me what you think in the end. But the defense, it needs to remain the same. That back 5, it's what we've kept consistent throughout the tournament. Ronen Williams, Mbogazi, Okon, and then you have Khuliso Mutawu. Aubrey Modiba, very questionable. I mean, he will offer you something going forward, but I think he leaves such a huge gap between himself and Mbogazi, and we usually get exploited through that channel, right? On the other side, it's the contrary, actually, because Khuliso Mutawu is very good in his defensive duties, his recovery tackles, and he covers a lot of ground, but he's very wasteful going forward. But those are our best bets in defense, right? And then in midfield now, this is where we have a bit of a tricky situation because our best player, not just midfielder, Uteboho Mokoena, will not be available for this fixture, right? However, someone who needs serious redemption, Uyaya Sithole, who I think is still capable of executing a task today. He is going to be back, he's going to be available, and I think Hugo Broos should go with him. 2 things can happen, right? He gets on that pitch, he wants to prove everyone wrong, he redeems himself, and he actually gives us a dominant display in that midfield. Or he plays very conservatively and doesn't commit or make a lot of mistakes simply because of that trauma from the opening game. But it's an all or nothing game, so he needs to give it a good shot. That's if he's going to start, of course. And then next to him, I would have Jayden Adam. You see, with players like Jayden, don't coach him too much, Hugo Broos. Don't give him a role when Ahlala up and do this. Jayden can solve all the problems by himself on the pitch, man. That's what the best of players do, and I think Jayden is one of those for us. Let him roam around however he wants, initiate play from the back, be the playmaker, go forward when given a chance, all those things. That's when he's most effective. Going forward, we do need a number 10. There's a lot of spaces that were left unexploited in the previous 2 games. And I think Orile Mofokeng is well and truly capable of executing that task, right? He played very well after coming on in the second half against Czechia. Very direct, very incisive, and utilizes space very well. On either side of him, the chemistry between him and Wapolis is exactly what we need in this game. Thapelo Maseko will offer us the pace and the directness on the other flank. These are the best attackers that we have, and we need to start all of them together. And then leading the line, I'd still have Ikram Reyners because we haven't seen him playing with the number 10. So maybe better opportunities are going to be created for him. And we know he's a clinical finisher, but also he has very good hold-up play. We saw him against Czechia when he was playing alone. He had a very tidy game. Of course, Makgopa would be the preferred option for most people because he came on and we saw a couple of sparks, but I don't think he's going to be offered that much space in the first half. Or does he even have the appetite to do that for the full 90, right? We've seen for the Orlando Pirates, Makgopa, that he cannot sustain that amount of pressure for a whole 90 minutes. So if he comes in the second half, maybe we get something from him. And then briefly, my second 11, right? This is a completely new system. It's a system we actually used against the Cameroon in our AFCON game. I think we created a lot of opportunities in that game. It's just that, again, there was a bit of stage fright, lack of composure. Urile, I know, got a couple of opportunities in that game. Ukabini, he was the one playing as the left fullback. He got some serious chances to win us that game. So perhaps if we deploy the same formation, create the same number of chances with more experience now, they're going to tuck some of them away. And of course, with Ikram Reyners still leading the line. The only change I would make is, of course, take out Aubrey Modiba, then introduce Olotu Makanya since we'll be playing a back 3. Push Thapelo Maseko out wide to operate as a wing back, and then Khuliso Mutawu to do the same on the right. Center mid stay the same. Sithole Umbata. You have your 2 number 10s, Orile Mofokeng and Oswena Polis. Both of them actually very versatile attackers, and I think even Oswin, when you put him out wide, he will give you something coming inside and playing in that kitchen there. And then I've already spoken about Tureinas and his clinicalness. So that's my starting 11. What do you think? Comment down below. Are you going with A or are you going with B? Or do you have a completely different approach to this game? Let me know. That's if you got this far, though. Thank you. Bye. I love you.